Are you guys be okay? Are you guys be okay?
No, I'm African. I mean, no,
Wait, no, host,
Arab.
host and mod, are you be okay?
Mod? Me, host? Me?
Yeah,
who's the
yeah,
mod?
you.
I'm not. I mean,
All right, okay. So, yeah, well, I don't see the issue if they're fine with it, and that'd be okay.
I mean, well, then there's a slur for Asians and stuff, and that's like if she would be okay with someone telling her that in a friendly way.
yeah.
I want to be called a
guys,
slur.
I don't think it's really productive to speak about what people say like privately, bro. At the end of the day, like none of us care what we call our friends because our friends are our friends, and I
And that
think
goes back to
more
my
important
original
speak-
point.
Yeah,
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
My point was
you're
that just context dependent once again, right? Now we're just arguing about like language and meaning, as the other guy said, semantics. So then it's just circular, right? So it's my point is that that's not really enforceable.
I don't think
Can I give an
public,
example?
like public as in consensus speech, is as circular, right? Obviously, with my boys, bro, I have a bunch of words that like just mean completely different to what they're used in on a daily basis. But as like a society, we have to agree on what certain things mean before we can actually go anywhere. So as much as like social things are, loosely defined, it's still, better than like, oh yeah, it just doesn't matter.
Mm.
Wait,
Wait, there was a girl who said she had an example. Was that purple?
yeah, there's another
Yeah, go on.
example. Red pill content is very misogynistic, and that's young.
It is very.
Wait,
Young-
what is? Wait, purple.
Wait,
Wait. I think I know what she
super corny.
means by red pill content. She means that content that makes that enforces the ego. that
Romy,
you're
why
supposed
are
to
you showing
push
us
through
you're
it.
down there? Can you sit down, bro? What the
I'm
heck?
not showing you my down there. Stop looking so
Sit
hard.
down.
You're looking up at my chin.
Hello?
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
sorry. Sorry, purple is
Red
speaking.
pill. Do you know
I
those?
have a question.
Yes.
So if it is, I agree. It's super corny. It's not particularly helpful. It's just not what the science says. But if I were to bring up the actual like scientific consensus on this stuff, it's actually much more bleak than Red Pill puts it. I imagine you would say that's way more misogynistic, but that's just a matter of fact. That's just an observation that people have made, and it's supported. So like Red Pill's like a distillation of that. It sucks. It's really it's silly, but I have a feeling you would just call the actual relationship between men and women very misogynistic.
I don't think so.
That's still what
I don't
Andrew
think
Tate believes in.
Hey, I knew somebody was gonna say his name. I knew somebody was gonna say his name.
Oh my god, bro.
Why?
Is
Is that what he believes?
Look, I just want to sit in the back. Hold on. Hold on.
Is Andrew
I'm
Tate
sorry.
against?
It's like one of those third person. It's like one of those third person games. I'm trying.
Holy.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
You're just not getting any
exploits.
I'm sorry.
Yo, just unsee him and see him.
Yeah, put
No,
it back.
don't you dare. Shut up.
Change his
Damn.
seat.
I just want to sit back here.
Okay,
There you
there you
go.
go. Don't stand up, okay?
I can't promise I won't stand up again.
All right.
Average male
I have
manipulator.
ADHD. I have ADHD, bro. Come on, relax.
Average
No,
male
Kermit,
Roblox?
just be a good boy and sit down. Just be a
Okay,
good boy.
Tiki
Bro,
phone
yes,
next
it's
time.
ADHD is ADHD, bro. So you're gonna get up and watch me play with my fingers in real time.
Why can't you just why can't you just do it in your okay?
Let's be honest here.
I'm on the game for this reason. I'm on the game to release.
Yo,
Great, what you say?
Kermit, you're being a bad boy. Be quiet.
Okay,
Who is
listen.
saying that, bro? I will glaze you like a donuts.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey,
calm down.
guys.
Bye.
Let's,
All right,
let's
listen.
be polite.
Topic, please.
Otherwise, I'm gonna bring out the
Okay.
big guns.
I wanted.
Oh my
I just wanted to make a point. I just wanted to make a statement. If I'm being honest here, in this context, right? I guess this is still the context of the conversation. I think just looking at social media in general, I think as of 2026, most men in like this, let's say America, for example, aren't really misogynistic. I think there's a rare few that have culted on social media, and this goes for everything. There's people that are trying to they're trying to bring racism back in social media, and they're using satire content as a way to glorify it. But I think
Oh, Jamal did it.
for you to say that any man could be like misogynistic in the Big 26. I just think it's a little bit of a stretch. Like,
no, but
like,
any man can be misogynistic in the Big 26.
but in the Big 26, there are not.
Misogynistic means
And then
you
like
don't
I
like.
low key like no grown man that I have ever met has been, you know, like misogynistic, right? Because just I can't even like I can't put myself around that type of behavior, right? But the thing is though, kids are on social media, and unfortunately those kids that are watching those things, they're feeding into it. So although like it's not like grown men, little kids, they're gonna grow up into grown men. So what do you think is gonna happen?
We've never really thought
I
about this,
think
but this is the
people
same thing
mature over
that.
time. Though.
Do you think these kids don't know that it's wrong? They're
Yeah,
already.
they already know
Yes,
that. But see, the thing is, the fact
okay,
that
wait.
we
In that
already.
sense,
Hold on. I want to touch on a point.
why is
None
he
of
not
us were thinking about this.
Yeah.
None of us were thinking about this back in like 2019 and stuff like that, when we were all on the internet absorbing the same almost content, not misogynistic content, but in the same way. But now the internet is now all of a sudden turned into this, and now we're all mad about it.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I think a big issue is misandry. Misandry is the misogyny factory. Like when women are like, men are worthless R words that just do nothing but touch people inappropriately. Like you're actively making misogynist. Like
Wait. You lost me completely right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His point's pretty valid though. But his point's pretty valid.
How is it valid?
Because it started during COVID.
Baby, but no, we didn't.
Misogyny, that misandry.
No, but you guys are creating. You guys are creating misogyny.
No. Women did not create. Bro, what are you talking about? Misogyny's been here. What are you talking about? Men have.
Okay,
confused.
You're actively making more misogynist, because if a man went online and did that, you would be like, oh, that guy's a chud. We should never take anything he says seriously. But when you have like women that are credible, and then hello, am I talking?
Why are you like coming
wait, guys.
No,
Wait, everyone.
Okay, so
we should let people complete their statement. So yeah, please go on, sir.
Yeah, let him talk.
Okay, so like when you actively partake in like a system that puts down other people regardless of like what they are, we obviously know it's not all men who like do stuff like this, but it's majority of them. But you are actively creating more misogynists by doing this behavior. I think it's more productive to love each other and hope for the best outcome and put legislature in place to correct bad activity.
Counterpoint.
But when
go.
Wait.
We've also glamorized that having genuine love for somebody else is skeptical.
Is what?
Is skeptical?
Skeptical. Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You're saying that like you're saying that misandry has like created misogynistic men, but misandry was in response to misogyny.
Exactly.
But we weren't but there wasn't an epidemic of misogynistic men until that happened.
What?
But there wasn't.
So
No. Can I say?
Even if it is a right, it's still wrong. If black people went around harming white people,
wait, okay,
it would be a wrong.
Look, why do we always gotta put a bigger face?
Everyone chill for 2 seconds.
Stop,
Everyone calm down.
Antonio, stop. Thank. Can you repeat what you said?
Okay, so in the same way that it is wrong to like for black people to harm white people because of the history that's been put against them, right? That's a wrong thing. That will result in the creation of more racists.
Are you suggesting that black people are actively harming white people?
If that's what you heard, then I'm sorry for you.
I'm asking.
I'm very confused on how African Americans are brought into this.
Let's say that African Americans.
How did we get into this? How did black people get
let's say
into
Mark.
this?
Okay,
I think he saw.
I would tell you if you would stop talking.
I'm trying to listen to you.
Okay.
Do you listen with your mouth?
Everybody else is talking. Watch how you talking to me though. Thank you.
Do you listen with your mouth? You're talking while I'm talking.
Okay, he's doing.
But anyway,
You're doing way
but if Martin Luther King's response to racism and civil rights was to harm people of was to harm people of like proportions, it would be looked at in an entirely different way rather than what he did.
They had almost the same.
Hold on. Let me
Okay,
walk my ass over
alright,
here.
I'm
Hold
just gonna let you.
Bro, he sit the fuck down.
No, I need to go walk him down. Hold on, I need to walk him down. Hold on.
Come here,
Damn,
come here.
hold
I'm
on.
over,
Give me a second.
Malcolm X.
It's gonna
I
work.
love Malcolm
It's gonna work.
X.
I'm over here. I'm
Okay,
over
wait.
here.
There we go.
Yeah,
We're gonna just
alright.
do it like that. Sir,
Okay.
why do you think that it was okay to bring up MLK and we're talking about misogyny?
We're talking about the misrepresentation of people and people that
No,
are
we're
oppressed,
not.
right?
We were talking
How is it wrong to bring up at all? You don't think the civil rights movement is not like very closely related
Okay,
to our
the
discussion?
issue is that we're talking about misogyny, and we decide to bring up BLK people. Y'all could have brought up
Of
anybody
course.
else. Like
It's
even
super
over.
related.
Not only were people unalive to fight for their civil rights, but misandry does not have the same effects as misogyny. Women are unalive because
I'm
of
telling you
misogyny.
by the point of cultural view, right?
No.
Only met
How
with
are
bad
you going
words
to
over
say
misogyny.
that?
Over
How
misandry.
are you going to say that misogyny started before misandry? How are you going to say that? Misogyny caused misandry to be created. I don't know why you're saying that. Like, you're trying to reverse it. It's not women's fault that men are weird. What are you talking about?
Okay, I don't know if you're not listening to what I'm saying, but like,
No,
I'm
you're not
telling you.
listening.
In the past like 10 years, I will not lie, in the past 10 years, women have, like, I'm just saying off of my own observation and what I've gone through personally, women have become harder to talk to due to social constructs. That is my observation. Women have become harder to talk to.
It's true.
Through social constructs.
Misogyny
happens to be one of those social constructs that actually affect us, how we talk to women. Like, to be honest, if I'm being real, misogyny is the reason why women have become harder to talk to, because believe it or not, a lot of women think that a man is misogynist. And that is 100% of the reason why we're having this discussion the way we are, is because we all have different views, but at the same time, it's like we've all gone through different things, so we've all seen it and acted about it differently. That's the point that's being brought up here.
If you guys think I'm downplaying the trivials and like the trials and tribulations of the Black community when they were going through civil rights, and I don't know what to tell you. I'm telling you that Martin Luther King Jr. would have been viewed a different way if he went about it in a different system, right? If he went about it without peace and love. I'm just gonna talk over you guys until you guys are done. If Martin Luther King Jr. went in a violent way rather than the route of peace and love, he would be looked upon in a different manner, and white people would not respect him as much today. Go ahead.
Who cares about white people respecting BLK people when they used to eat them? And what are you talking about?
Martin Luther King Jr. is viewed upon as one of the most important figures in history.
Wait, but it shouldn't even matter. You're bringing in like it shouldn't even matter about if white people cared about. Oh my God, we respect you so much because you came in peace. Nobody cares about that.
That was the quickest short circuit I've ever seen in my life, bro. You cannot be serious. Generally.
Okay, anyways, whatever he talking about. Again, misandry does not compare to the segregation and the racism BLK people endured. So we're not going like the only thing.
I feel like making those kind of comparisons.
I understand. He's saying it. I don't think he's saying. Okay, I'm not talking to you. But again, I think like I understand what he's trying to bring up. I just don't understand why BLK people were brought up. That's what I
feel like he was just trying to make an example. I wasn't.
Well, I'm talking to him. I'm not
actively doubting one over the other.
Why you being
if you think they trying to downplay you can think that.
Well, anyways, misandry does not compare to misogyny.
If we're talking about modern day misogyny,
by textbook definition, they're just as bad as each other. Like,
no, they're not. So no, you cannot name me a nation. You cannot name me a nation. But I don't care about definition. You can name a nation.
You're not letting me finish.
Oppress men the same way it oppress women.
Bro, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I said by textbook definition.
Girl, it doesn't matter. It's not comparable. Media is not comparable.
Guys, one at a time. Guys, come on, man.
Bro, because you're not even letting me talk.
We can't. Can everyone shut up for 1 second? Hold on, Edible. Can you say your point now? Because you've been trying to say it for a while.
all I was gonna say was obviously like textbook definition, misandry and misogyny, they're both prejudice against genders. Like it's that is
Literally.
However, I'm gonna say the effects of misandry is not nearly as terrible as misogyny. Like women
I
have
was
lost
just
their
about to
lives.
say that too, bro. When it comes to
Women have
real
lost
life
their
examples, right?
lives,
Misandry does not compare to misogyny at
women
all.
have been
Like, what are we talking
oppressed
about?
because of misogyny. Like, and obviously I know misandry. Like, I mean, somebody could tell me if I'm wrong because I'm perfectly okay if somebody says actually you're wrong on this. But it's like I've not known a man to lose his life because of misandry. I've known that many women have been killed in like domestic violence acts and stuff like that are rooted in misogyny. So, you know, I think, and as well, if we look at places like Afghanistan and stuff, where like literally
Afghanistan.
a bird has more rights than a woman. Like women aren't allowed to sing, they're not allowed
Okay,
to.
bro. Okay. First of all, you're like CIA
They
kind
aren't
of like
allowed. They aren't
build
allowed to do
information.
anything.
I mean, I feel like it would be better for us to use first world
I feel
countries
like
and Western
what
countries as an
Kilo's
example
saying
instead of
about both
third
of them
world
being
countries because those
dehumanizing
are
is kind
obviously
of pretty
different.
much okay.
But what I was going to
I
say,
kinda
right?
agree
Like
with
I was
Kilo's
about to
statement.
say, like by textbook definite, they're just as bad as each other. But if we look at real life examples, right? Misogyny is leagues worse than misandry. There is no such thing as systematic misandry, but systematic misogyny is a thing. I was just about to say that, but
That's
you
true.
kept interrupting me, bro. Simple, like.
Wait,
But
can
that's
I ask
because you
more
gotta
why we
remember
think we
something.
shouldn't
You
have
gotta
third world
remember how
countries
easy
in
it
this
is for
discussion,
two
as
men to
if
be
women
friends,
don't
though.
exist in those
Oh
third world
my.
countries as well? Yeah.
That's probably why there's more social,
It's a
like there's
lie.
more constructs of misogyny because men easily bond together. Like you gotta remember that. Like how many, like how close can you be of a friend to like a female?
Why is it on me? Is like the camera
Before
still panning to me for what?
Because Kurumi's
what?
standing like right next
He's
to you.
like,
I'm
Because
sitting
this
right
guy is.
here.
Oh! I was like,
Yeah, no, I'm sitting
"Ah."
right here. So like when we go ahead and bring up all of this, right? Think about the actual bonds between us as genders, between female and female, male and female, male and
Yeah, I'm
male,
saying all of this.
male and male. We bond the best. Like we don't have to know all about each other in order for us to be cool with each other. You get that? Like same like with two females, y'all know everything about each other, but like y'all can't band together and seriously like create a structure of misandry because it wouldn't work.
Ranked hatred, Chad. Oh, we got ranked hatred.
But anybody's welcome to say I'm wrong on that.
I mean,
No,
Y'all
like
No, it's true. It's true.
naturally,
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's
naturally
true.
the
It's
same
true. It's true. It's
genders
true.
are
It's true.
gonna be able to bond with each other. Like, of
but can
course,
war
yeah, for
actually?
sure. Like,
I would doubt the reason that we're so good at hating women is because we're chill with each other. I think it's
yeah,
just
I don't know.
power
I don't know about
incentives,
that one
right?
either, bro. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's it's a bit
I feel like
strange,
people
but
just express their personal experiences onto the whole gender as a whole, which is completely wrong.
I think
that too.
it
That
stems
too.
to
That's
biological
also what
differences,
happens
I
in a lot
think.
of these constructs is people pressing their
Yeah.
own emotions into them.
Because I feel like
And
I feel like if we put it like this, right, and we think about it from like a place of like where it came from, right? If we're talking about misogyny, right? As like men, right? For most of like society, we've just kind of been in dominant positions. We got more resources, more whatever, because you know we don't have to contend with like originally in like back then we didn't have to contend with women for society because they had other responsibilities just from the nature of how we were, right? So
Literally,
as time
they
went on,
were
like we lost the whole
programmed as caregivers. They weren't necessarily programmed to be in a power role all their life. They were
yeah, and
programmed.
I guess that's what I'm getting at, right? So as time goes on, right, we no longer are needed in those specific roles, so that whenever we just kind of start to generalize, we kind of start in a place where okay, we've already got control of most of the resources, and it's a thing you kind of observe everywhere, right? The part of society that is viewed as like doing better, right? The part that has more money, more resources, they want to make an outside group. They want to make a group of like people who are like lesser, right? It's been observed everywhere, right? Even like in the United States, right? We go back to slavery, right? Everyone who here has money and all this, so this outsider group, this poorer group, is viewed as less, and then so on and so on, right? It kind of happens like that, in my opinion.
I want to throw King Roach over the border.
I feel like you
No
guys are
questions asked.
speaking from such a point of privilege as men.
Here we
Like,
go. Here we go. Here we
No,
go.
there are, because the one guy
Yeah,
who like
privilege.
third world
Patriarchy
country.
is
God damn, you
ingrained
start
into our
spamming privilege
society.
as if you start
Wait,
spamming the
can I say
privilege words
something?
as if we're entitled to something. We're not entitled to anything on this planet. There is no privilege.
Oh my
The
god, I
privilege
hurt my
is the right to
ear
life.
not.
Yes, no more
You're
rights.
saying there is no privilege for men,
There is no
but you
privilege on
know
this planet.
damn well that's wrong. You guys literally just were speaking
Geek
about
Bar,
how
your
men
name is
were
Geek Bar.
constantly
You
put in
use
places
your
of
privilege
power
to
Say
make your
I,
name Geek
no
Bar.
right for women.
Yo, wait,
I don't
Wait,
think
from
rights should be given to anyone.
Okay, wait, I have a question. Wait, I have a
Not
question.
you.
Why are
Definitely.
the wait, why are all the men, as soon as a woman speaks about something that women should be like speaking about, everybody
Women
just
need
start
to go
yelling
to
at
do
the
the
woman for
dishes.
speaking. Let them speak. They can listen to you guys
Let
speak
them
for like
speak.
10 minutes.
no.
You're
Let
being
them speak.
misogynistic as hell right now.
Yeah.
They
And
did
I
it.
have a man trying to talk over me right now. Like,
They
oh my
won the
goodness.
right.
Coach,
All
you
right,
have
Kingo,
got to
shut up.
start muting people or something.
I know. Kuromi, I muted you for a second because you were interrupting Geek Bar. Geek Bar, can
Oh,
you repeat what you were saying?
indeed.
You got to get King Roach next. Thank you.
Yeah.
Geek Bar.
King Rose, shut up.
I've been trying to
Of
ask
course
this
you first
question
mute,
for
bro.
like.
Kuromi, you're
Get
yelling.
that
Can we
next.
let
Get
can we
him,
let
King.
Shorty in
No,
the back
because
talk? I'm trying to
they're
hear what she
sitting
got to
here,
Yeah,
say.
hold on.
they're sitting
Hold
here
on.
doing stuff like this, and it is just like further like pushing the point that misogyny is so prevalent in our society, because they are sitting there acting like they can talk over somebody because they're a woman who is,
Well,
you know,
there's a
speaking.
sample bias.
Look at you. You're speaking over her right now. Like, oh my goodness.
I don't think that
Yeah,
has to
so
do
we're
with
a bunch of
misogyny. I feel like you
Roblox
just wants to get his
incels.
point
The
across.
joke
I
writes
don't know.
itself. Like, oh my
Can
goodness.
I ask a question that I've really been
Oh,
trying
this
to
is
ask for like 10
discussion, not
minutes?
intern.
Or does that even matter? Okay.
Go
Anyways,
ahead and ask your
War.
question. I have a question for you. As just you're
Well,
done.
no, War. You said that third world countries, like women, shouldn't be included in this conversation.
I
Why do you
didn't say
think
that.
that?
I
You
said as in
literally.
like because we don't live in third world countries and we don't even know a fraction of the struggle that women go through within for third world countries. So I feel like it would be a better example to talk about Western countries since we do live in a Western society, do we not? I'm not saying they
Yeah.
don't matter. I feel like it would be more appropriate to talk about where we actually live.
Well, I
I
don't agree
agree,
with
like,
Western values.
only a little bit, because I think it is important to point out that
I mean, it
stuff
is
like that is
important, you know,
happening.
but when it comes
However,
to talking about, my bad, go ahead.
none of us can actually
Ooh,
like.
respectful.
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Hold on.
Anyways,
Continue, bro.
I think it's important to like, you know, see that and speak about it. However, I feel like none of us really can, give our actual like none of us can relate or, have seen that firsthand. So I think we would be doing an injustice talking about it from like a point
No,
of
Edible quite
ignorance.
literally just was saying that misogyny exists and we see it happen in those third world countries where women don't have more rights than a bird does. That was what she was pointing out. And he literally went, why does that matter? That's a third
Me?
world country.
I didn't
don't
say
feel like
that.
we should
I didn't
be
say why
saying-
does it matter.
I
I
don't feel
never
like we
said
should
that
be
at all.
discussing third world countries issues. We should gear towards this. Like misogyny isn't a worldwide issue or a global
Okay,
problem.
like anybody, hold on, anybody with more than 2 brain cells will know that misogyny is a worldwide
Yes.
issue. I'm saying that as everybody in this room literally lives in a Western country and a first world country, yes or no? Is anybody in like Afghanistan right now?
No,
Nobody,
not
right?
currently.
Exactly. So I feel like it would be better for us to focus on the country that we actually live in, and we can
Okay.
vouch our opinions with personal experience. Like nobody here has ever
Bro,
went to
why
like
is Afghanistan?
like a
Really,
third world
hold on,
country
hold
like Afghanistan or like Sudan or something like that, right? So I feel like it would be
No.
better to actually talk about
Right.
first world issues. Like I'm not trying to denounce that third world issues don't matter. I'm saying that it would be more appropriate for us
Third
to
world
talk
issues
about
matter
like
much more, dude.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They matter much more, but it would be more appropriate for us to talk about first world countries, especially countries we actually live in, because we
I don't
actually
think it's
know
more
based off
appropriate.
experience.
Okay, hold on. I want to say
It's good
something
to
about
discuss. Yeah.
something because okay, so in Afghanistan where it's like women are restricted to wearing these clothes, they have to cover themselves up and like that, right? And as someone who's from
country. Okay, so those rules they came from religion, right?
No,
Because
no, no.
Afghanistan is like, hold on.
It's culture. It's culture. Okay. But
They
Not
can both
okay,
culture.
tie
go on.
to each other as well, by the way. Just
It's
letting it be
religion.
known.
It's Islam. So I'm from a country where
Yeah, but
the
religion
majority.
doesn't compel. I just want
Why
to
am I
reinforce
talking
that
over
before you talk.
Sorry, I
Oh
muted you
my
because you're.
gosh.
Hold on. So I'm from a country where majority of people are Muslim, right? So what I'm thinking about is in Afghanistan, the women are not allowed to, in some parts of Afghanistan, women are not allowed to go to parks. Women are not allowed to go to gyms and stuff like that because they have to cover themselves up and it's not modest for them to go. But the thing is, in Islam, men cannot look at, like, men are supposed to lower their gaze. That's a thing. But men are allowed to go to parks. Men are allowed to go to gym. Men are allowed to look at.
Like, and to add on to what she was saying, when it comes to the Quran, there's literally more rules for men rather than for women. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you can say it is a cultural thing because it is a like majority Muslim country. You can say that as much as you want, but that is still from misogyny. I mean, Islam isn't a misogynistic religion, so I don't know, but that's a whole completely different conversation for another day.
It's just a messy, slippery slope to get into like the meaning of the Quran and like why women are oppressed there,
Yeah,
rather
it's
than
just gonna be
the
like an
easier.
Islam debate.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not.
a lot
Yeah,
easier to talk about like what's happening with women in the U.S. And right now, what's
exactly.
happening with the
That's what.
women
Yeah,
in the
that's my
U.S.
point.
is women are unproportionally larger than men going to college and seeking higher education, getting jobs either in the medical field or other higher paying jobs rather than men who are working blue collar jobs. So I feel like the imbalance of like the working class has been fixed in that regard. Like a lot more women are working rather than feeling they have to stay in the household and provide as a mother or something like that. So the issue is socially what are we doing to correct misogyny, right? And what I said before, even though it was in a trolly way, is the perpetuation of the equality of the races is being pushed by both sides. And I feel like an easy way to soothe that is to stop the rhetoric on both sides, right? Even though it is justified to hate men and be frustrated with men, but that conversation perpetuates more misogyny and more misandry on both sides. So it's a really bad slope.
His statement makes sense. Like, I agree. I don't see how nobody can disagree. To be honest, like, is misogyny and misandry is represented by
Yeah,
both
nobody's gonna
parties. Can you really
disagree
shift
with
the
it.
blame
It's
to
just
one over the other?
icky.
It's icky.
I have a question. Wait,
How
so
is it
the
icky?
person who's in like the comments, like, what do you mean that the misogyny is important? Like, wait, okay, sorry.
Is it the Thrak guy? I think he's just rage rating, but
No. It's sorry.
Who?
I don't know, the guy with the One Piece hat.
Oh, I'm trying to look.
yeah, but like
Oh,
when I brought the tribulations of you know what is it called? Sorry, the civil rights movement and how Martin Luther King Jr. would have been viewed as a different person if he took different approaches. That is a fact. We respect and not worship. Sorry, wrong word. We respect and view Martin Luther King as a good figure throughout history because he took the higher route rather than striking back against his oppressors. He smothered them with love. It resulted in his death, but he is a historical hero, right? So I feel like Malcolm X is also like viewed upon. It varies from person to person, but he's viewed upon as a person who struck back against his oppressors, which is the people that are oppressed is a good thing. But you know, it just it changes the view throughout history, and I hope when you guys take a step back and realize like, hey, it might be a little bit of a cornball move to be like a flagrant misandrist or misogynist, and you guys make a good choice.
okay.
Can I ask why did I get chat muted for a second?
Because you're literally
They're freaking
sending
out.
images. Like, what's your point?
What do you mean?
I
How's this
just
topic even debatable? What's your point? I actually want to know your point, Ashley, because you've been talking a lot.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
What is this shade? I literally haven't said a word.
It's
to
not
you
shade.
before.
It's not shade. I just want to know what you think.
I'm saying, how is this topic even debatable? Like, men need to stop being misogynist, or misogynistic. Like, how is that
I mean, it's an
even?
umbrella topic. There's multiple things we can discuss via the topic, like we're doing so now. So, of course, like it's a grass is green title, of course, but, leads to other conversation.